punished for contacting the State Department. Update on the new A-Team and the State Department. Whew, what a day, man. Hey, it's Susan. Welcome to tonight's episode of War Crimes Unit. Nice to see ya. Don't forget to get a damsel in defense stun gun. 7.5 million volts. Could save your life one day. It saved mine. You can get one from Damsel in Defense by shopping online at the iSuze Home Shopping Mall on Facebook. Damsel in Defense will ship it directly to you. Suze is spelled S-U-Z. Oh my God, here they go again. Alright, if you saw my last video, I explained how I was contacting the State Department. Back to the drawing board, contacting the State Department. Okay, well, I heard back from the State Department today. And, unfortunately, I didn't get a good chance to be able to talk to this new representative from the State Department, mainly because I had just crossed the Mexico-U.S. border, and for some reason, the wires were getting crossed, and so I had a very, very poor reception on my phone. But he knew that, so he was just going to take the information I had already sent via email, so thank you, State Department, for being accommodating. But then, what do I get in retaliation? I get punished. I get canceled for my nursing shift tonight. Okay, was this planned? Yes, probably. Because the State Department got back to me via email yesterday. So I'm sure this was all in the works. It's like, okay, so if you saw this whole case in a 10-year history, anytime I try to do anything for my son, something happened. Either, there was some kind of interference. Something either happened to Adrian, there was some kind of stalking situation, something happened to my job situation, and so forth. Something happened in the family court, the whole conspiracy with the family court and so forth. So this was just another effort of retaliation. Apparently these kids are pawned. These kids are legally pawned by law enforcement and the legal system in the United States. The FBI, CIA, Al-Qaeda Task Force, or Joint Terrorism Task Force was so freaking desperate for terrorism information that they put the kids in a plea bargain. This is how I know it to be. And apparently they've done this before. I've talked to a number of other people who are retired from the government. Apparently this has happened before. Happened before and then never, for whatever reason, legally stopped proactively. But I have come closer to, any kind of justice or resolution than any of the other mothers, so I got to push the issue. Plus, see, I need some help from the State Department on a number of things, including maybe more information so I can try to put this case together for a private attorney. If I could, maybe something besides just the Hague Convention. So I know countries like Iran, Egypt, Afghanistan, even in Dubai. Okay, none of them are party to an international treaty called the Hague Convention that addresses the issue of international child abduction and what they do. Okay, Iran and these other countries are not a party to that, meaning they have not signed these treaties. So that's easy. That's an easy one for an attorney if you can find a private attorney in the regular world that's smart enough to be able to press charges on just that basis alone. And then, of course, there's other things like the kids and I should have been in the Federal Witness Protection Program or not. Okay, and everything else that goes along with it. But see, I really need the State Department's help, and I even think other law enforcement might need the State Department's help. They are apparently the experts when it comes to foreign affairs issue. So we need help from the State Department, but I get punished. And, the punishment is they confirmed me for my shift this morning. I get dragged all the way, out of Mexico into the United States to go to this nursing shift. It's a couple hours before the nursing shift. I spent all this money in taxis and trolley fees getting there. And then in food, Panda Express, and then all of a sudden I get canceled. See, I think it was well planned, as punishment. Make me come in the United States, waste all the time in my day, and then we're going to punish you by canceling your nursing shift. Because this is the only way that the FBI can get back at me. So it's by affecting my nursing employment. This is how the FBI gets back at me. It's been going on for a number of years, but especially the last 4. The last 4 has been very, very brutal. I mean, a lot of people say, Susan, home office. A lot of people say don't even, work as a nurse anymore. I wouldn't if I could sell enough of these stun guns or anything from the iSuze Fashion Galaxy. or ISOO's Home Shopping Mall and stuff. But so anyway, I found a resource. There was a resource I knew about on the trolley station. They have these big posters called "If you see something, say something." You've probably heard those terms before if you've watched anything to do with terrorism. If you see something, say something. There's also posters at the trolley station in San Diego that talk about human trafficking. So I took those resources, and you can make a report via text. So I just made a text report and asked this particular department if they could just contact ICE and the U.S. Marshal Service. I don't know what to say. Anyway. And then I returned to Mexico, and I haven't got anything positive done today, including my laundry. Anyways, tonight's episode of War Crimes Unit, Sue gets punished for contacting the State Department on a terrorism-related foreign child abduction issue. America's so stupid. Keep your stun gun or machine gun handy. There's real criminals and terrorists out there, not me. I'll see you next time.